turned out to be a famous actor.
One of the private pilots happened to be Kurt Russell.
I saw 6 lights over the airport in absolute uniform in a V shape, and I reported it. We don't show anything. I said, well, okay, I'm going to declare it's unidentified, it's flying, and it's 6 objects.
Kurt Russell, one of my favorite actors in some of my favorite films, Escape from New York, Big Trouble in Little China, and of course, The Thing. So on the silver screen in Hollywood, Kurt he fought aliens. In real life, he reported one of the most famous, important, and sensationalized UFO story in history. The Phoenix Lights. If you know about UFOs, if you're into the subject in any way, you will probably recognize it, the Phoenix Lights. And I remember hearing about it years ago that Kurt Russell was somehow connected. I wasn't sure. And recently I found out that not only did he see it, he was one of the many people who saw the Phoenix Lights. He was the first one to report it. Now, this was back in 1997. It was on March 13th, 1997, over the states of Arizona and Nevada. And it turned out how many people were flying, how many pilots were in the air at that time. But actor Kurt Russell, he's an amateur pilot, and he reported seeing the lights to air traffic control. He was the only pilot at the time that did so. And the really strong evidence for the sighting was not only was Kurt Russell a pilot at the time, he was flying, a very responsible witness, but his son, Oliver Hudson, was in the plane with him. And Oliver was saying, like, what are these lights? And, are we all right? So here you have one of the most famous, a superstar, one of the most famous stars in the world, a pilot, and he's reporting the Phoenix Lights, what would become known as the Phoenix Lights, probably the most important and famous, next to, say, Roswell, in terms of a UFO sighting or UFO incident in history. So what are we to make of the Kurt Russell UFO, or now they call it UAP, right? Unidentified flying object or unidentified aerial phenomena. I still like UFO. I guess I'll use UAP if I must. But what are we to make of this? Well, Kurt Russell, again, a very responsible guy. Not just because he's a Hollywood actor, but he's gotten great success there. And he's also a pilot. So this is a serious, responsible guy. He reported it. No one can truly confirm what it was, what it wasn't. But I don't know. For me, I look at this and say, there's something there, because they say pilots in certain ways aren't the most reliable witnesses, which I find very strange because of, I guess, certain circumstances in terms of flying things, when they're in the air. But I'm sure they know a lot more about things that are flying around than the regular grounded civilian guy or gal. So there you go. What to make of it? I don't know. Maybe you have some answers, guys. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you're subscribing. See you soon.